Ira Thor joined alongside head coach Fernando Barboto after a tough 2-1 loss today against James Madison. The Dukes really brought the pressure, and we saw that early in that game in the 5th minute, the giveaway in the back that really kind of set the tone for having to play really pressure soccer the rest of the way.
Yeah, it was a bad giveaway. You play against a team like James Madison, you can't, you just can't give up an early goal like that. And, and if you do, you're going to struggle. It's going to be an uphill battle, and it was for us the whole game. But anyway, I thought we created a lot of chances to score, and we only scored one, and you got to score more, right? But it was a good game. It was a good game to be a part of.
Now, it was a great game to watch as well. And how does that change just the strategy of the game, the tempo of the game when you're playing from behind that early on?
Yeah, it changes a lot, right? You have to maintain your discipline tactically, because just because you're losing, you can't get over anxious and overextend yourself as a group too early. If you do, then your legs start giving towards the end, and then things open up, and you give up chances, and then you're not ready to take your chances well enough. So, we tried to make sure that we're disciplined in our where we were pressuring, not too high up, as to not extend ourselves too far, and empty the tank too early.
There were some other defensive mistakes that did lead to some shots. The post did get struck a couple times in the game, but largely we were able to weather those mistakes, weather the storm. And after falling behind 2-0, quickly was able to answer Rennie White. Beautiful goal, a shot that rebounded, and he was there to pounce. Talk about that goal and just how that kind of gave us a little bit more rejuvenation, hope at the end.
Yeah, listen, I think, we always say 2-0 is a real dangerous lead in soccer, and certainly that's just a small example of it, right?
Sure.
We scored that goal, and and then they got very, anxious and started to become a lot more defensive and sit back as to not give up any more chances. But it definitely energized us and said, it gave us, hope, right? A goal always gives you hope, and when I thought from that, we created some more chances that we just didn't, we weren't clinical enough in the end.
Now, the chances were certainly there. Obviously, something that James Madison did very well in the first half. The early stages of the second half was possessing. At times, they strung together 10, 12, 15 passes, touches in a row. But that goal, as you said, did force them to play back a little bit. You guys have 2 tough games in a row between this one and then Seton Hall next week, last year's national quarterfinalist. How important was a game like this, even in a loss, to be able to be competitive against a team last year that you drew with?
Yeah, I mean, I think this team today, had a physical quality to them that maybe we didn't see in Ryder and FDU, a collectiveness and a physical athletic quality that was a little stronger than the last 2 opponents we played against. So I think it's going to be a great preparation for us going into the Seton Hall game. Seton Hall is obviously a crosstown local rival, and we played them well last year. They had a great year, and we played them well, with tying them at home. But yeah, it's a great preparation, because I think there's going to be a lot of similarities in there, in that athletic quality that JMU has. I think Seton Hall has that same quality.
We'll see if the Highlanders are able to bounce back. A tough 2-1 loss today against a very good James Madison squad. Friday, September 10th, the Highlanders right back at it when they take on Seton Hall.